Welcome to Angel K TV.
Hi guys, welcome back to Angel K TV. Today we're going to be talking about reported speech. So without further ado, without wasting time into this video, let's just get into it. So you're probably wondering and asking, what exactly is reported speech? Why haven't I heard this word before? Speech is basically a grammatical component that is used to communicate what has been said by someone to another person. Or in other words, you tell someone what someone else said, basically. Okay, so we have like two, I don't want to call it types, but yeah, it's basically like that. We have two types, particularly direct speech and then indirect speech. Direct speech is basically when the exact same word of a person is being used to communicate or to report, while indirect speech is basically the speech that tells you what someone else said, but they're not using their exact same words. So you can see direct speech, they're kind of using the exact same words, but indirect speech, they're not using the exact same words. So it's kind of like changed in a way. And fun fact, sometimes reported speech is called indirect speech. So they're kind of like connected in a way. Okay, so let's start off with some examples right off the bat. She always wears a coat. He said that she always wore a coat. I am looking for my keys. She said that she was looking for her keys. My friend gave me a bar of chocolate. She said that her friend had given her a bar of chocolate. Now you're probably wondering, what am I doing? What the heck am I doing right now? Well, yeah, that's just a few examples basically. But let's get into the real deal to make you guys understand it more. And there are factors and a lot of things you have to look out for in order to basically report something. Like for example, you basically need to add the reporting verb, you need to backshift your tense, and of course you need to change the pronouns as well. And I know you're probably thinking, why all this? This sounds like a lot, right? But don't worry, we're gonna cover it all in this video. So let's just get started with an example right off the bat. Okay, so for our first example, I like apples. Okay, now let's change it. And out of those things we said we're gonna add, we'll add a reporting verb, backshift our tense, change our pronouns, and let's see if the sentence is still gonna be the same. She said that she liked apples. Okay, so what do you think has changed here, really? What do you think has changed? Well, obviously, if we're trying to add a reporting verb, then that means she said is the reporting verb right there. And then, of course, if we're backshifting our tense, it's basically like and liked because our like has gone to liked. So like and liked is basically the backshifting of the tense. And of course, the pronouns I has gone to she. So those are basically the differences in these two sentences. Now, the most common reporting verb are say and tell, or to say and to tell, which are also kind of connected to said and told, you know, back shifting our tense. Okay, so let me give you guys some more examples to make things even more clear. She said that she loved the dessert. Now, actually, the that there or the word that is optional. So you don't have to put it. And if you don't put it, you're still going to be correct. You can still say, she said she loved the dessert. That is still technically correct. We can also use the structure to say to someone. Like, for example, Billy said to his teacher that he had finished the assignment. Jane said to her mom that she was feeling ill. So you can also use the structure to say to someone. You can also use the structure tell plus who when reporting as well. Like, for example, she told me that she loved the dessert. All right, so let's get into a more kind of complicated ones right now. So let's move on to 12 basic tense of English. English has 12 basic tense actually that can be broken down into three groups. We have the past, the present, and the future. So let's just talk about this. Let's talk about the past perfect and the past perfect continuous, which is actually very easy because there's no change here. Because if you think about it, you can't really go further back into the past, right? So it's basically easy. Let me give you guys some examples. I had been doing my homework. Angel said that she had been doing her homework. So like the only difference here is that the I has changed to Angel, and there's that again, which again is kind of optional. So you if you put it, you'd still be correct. I don't know why I was stuttering there for a second, but yeah, let's move on to the next one, which is now the future tenses are really easy as well because they're basically always will use will, which you just have to change to would. So like for example, I will be going to high school next year. Angel said that she would be going to high school next year. So yeah, let's just try to do a little bit of assignment with the rest of the ones, or like classwork basically. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna give you a question in direct speech and I want you to change it into indirect speech. And that's basically gonna be easy because all I'm gonna be saying is Angel said that. So I'm gonna be adding Angel said that, and you have to change it into the, just add that line, Angel said that, in whatever example I'm gonna give you. Okay, so let's try one example with present simple to past simple. I want to buy a book. Angel said that she wanted to buy a book. I hope you guys got that correct. So let's move over to present continuous to past continuous. I am doing my homework. Remember, you start the other sentence with Angel said that. I'm gonna give you guys a few time. Angel said that she was doing her homework. So what about present perfect to past perfect? I have finished my homework. Angel said that she had finished her homework. Alright, so let's try one with past simple to past perfect. I washed the dishes. Angel said that she had washed the dishes. Alright, so let's just try a few more with would, because I know, like I said, will could change to would. So let's just try a few more with would. I will call you later. Angel said that she would call you later. Alright, now for English, there is kind of some exceptions, or sometimes, yeah, there is some exceptions basically. Now you don't have to change the tense basically if the information is current and ongoing. So like a habit basically. So like for example, I love my parents. Angel said that she loves her parents. Alright guys, so let me just tell you why it's like that basically. So if you say you love your parents, right? There's no difference, there's no change. But if you say I loved my parents, then that means that's something in the past, which, wouldn't be too great, or just in a very, positive way. That is why I'm trying to pursue it like that. That is why it's basically like that. So that's why you don't need to change tenses if it's still current or ongoing. But if you want to, you can still say it. That's if it's no longer current or ongoing, basically. Alright, everyone. That is basically it for reported speech. And I know you're thinking, Angel, that was so difficult. How am I supposed to wrap my hand around reported speech? It's so tricky, especially all the rules and, everything you need to follow. I know. Yes, it is very tricky. I honestly don't even know how long this recording is. But yes, it is kind of tricky. But to think about it, it's not that hard once you put your mind into it, especially now that you have guidelines, basically. Like, for example, adding reporting verbs, back shifting your tenses. Those rules you have to follow. They kind of help you get a grip on reported speech. So to me, it's not that difficult, but you just need to understand the rules you need to follow and just the methods and everything like that. Once you get that down, you can literally make every and any single example that comes, to your head, or you can make any example basically with it. But yeah, it's not that difficult in my opinion, but that is basically it for the lesson. Comment down below if you guys have any more questions about reported speech. I'll be sure to answer them in the comment section below. And I love you guys so much. Don't forget to stay safe. And I'll see you guys next time, fam. Bye bye.